said we're here for a good time. Not a long time. Not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can shine every day. And the sun is shining in this rainy city. And the sun is shining. Ooh, isn't it a pity?
Hello. Oh, hi. I'm Robin Hoffman. I'm a public artist here in Charlottesville. And some people want to know, what's a public artist? Well, a public artist is somebody sometimes trying to make, ends meet, and also needs somebody to hopefully help them out in their homes. And what's your name?
I'm Laura Shea.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I don't think many people come out off the street and just come into your storefront. Is
They
that
don't.
correct?
It's not really a storefront. It's like a shop. This is a shop. So
Well, I'm very interested in some of your services. I guess I just by looking at this wonderful, beautiful, area where you have, things ready to go. I guess these are the things that go into people's homes, or.
yeah, it's a little bit of a mess right now, but it goes from messy to clean to messy to clean, kind of the way houses go,
Okay. And so, can I do your portrait while we're talking to each other?
I suppose.
Yeah. That's what I do on my show.
Would you like a chair or something?
Oh no, and this
one
is the
for
thing.
you.
Actually, what I like to do is I'm a person, I came from New York City actually, and one of the things is my mom, when I was a young girl, gave me this easel. And it's been one of these portable things where I can take it anywhere. It's kind of like you. Do you have to pack up, how do you organize for people to, so what is it? You have a minority business, what is this?
We have very organized systems that have been tried and true. We have lists that go out for this certain kind of job, and it's meant to check and double check so that we make sure we have everything we need. And we clean lots of houses in Charlottesville and businesses. We clean a private school, and we do work for the university.
Oh
So
my goodness.
we have, you don't want to get out to a job and not have what you need. So we have really, we have a lot of systems down for all of that.
Well, because why? How long have you been doing this?
Been doing this for 5 years, and it's really just taken flight, and I can hardly keep up with it, which is really nice.
Wow.
I was
Awesome.
a nurse for 15 years,
Oh
16
my goodness.
years, and I didn't want to be a nurse for the rest of my working life, so somebody offered a place for me to clean, and at first I said no, and then I couldn't figure out why I said no, so I said yes, and off we went.
So wait. Now we just came from talking to a lot of different people who are what we call in Charlottesville entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Sort of Renaissance type people where obviously to be a nurse, for instance, you have to have a lot of education. You also have to be very people savvy. They have a lot of needs and stuff like that, which probably makes your service awesome because beforehand, to be a nurse, for instance, especially when people are in need, they suddenly have needs that come to the fore. Like most people deny, that they're sick, and then all of a sudden they're sick, and then when they get sick, they really don't want to admit it, and then when they finally do, it's like they can't help themselves. And so people like cleaning services, for instance, that's it makes people feel really good.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And so
Take a deep breath of air when you walk in your house when it's clean. It's very nice.
so now you basically have employees.
Yes.
And
11.
11. Oh my goodness. So you are a Charlottesville, not only an entrepreneur, but a successful business owner in that you're helping the economy. And you weren't afraid of this, in this economy, to start a business?
Wasn't I afraid? It just sort of happened. It's just kind of happened, and yes, I've been afraid a little bit along the way, but I just did the next thing that was in front of me, and here I am. So it's
Well, I kind of like this. By the way, thank you so much today. First of all, I just came in here and you welcome me, and you are ready to donate to the free clinic, which, by the way, for your employees, I know it's very hard for people to afford health insurance these days, and the free clinic does that. The free clinic, the free clinic is the place that people can go to who need providers, because the providers are donating to their time, like people like nurses and things like that.
The free clinic is wonderful. I'm happy to help them.
So you have experience with it. That's why you're donating today. You're so awesome. Well, I mean, and the thing is, with a service like this, so one of the things that happens is we acknowledge, first of all, your expertise, is that also because people have specific needs. Like, say, I have a house that's very cluttered right now because I do all these different things. Mm-hmm. And what do you do for people, for instance, who never, like they've been living in their house for like 35 years? Do you have special like team of people? What do you do? How do you go into something like that? You must have like a...
We don't approach clutter stuff too much. We just leave that to the homeowner and we'll clean, but we don't really address the clutter situation because it's just we're not qualified.
Okay, so I mean the idea is, first of all, I'm doing this caricature before we get into the conversation that I really want to know, but do you have any hobbies?
Oh yes, I do.
Wow.
Well, I had to give them up for a while, but I've been able to get them back. I like beading and making jewelry.
What?
And gardening, which I
goodness.
did some this year again, and then it's kind of gone to the wayside, but that's okay. It was really pretty for a while.
Oh. So how do you get time to do all that? That's the type of stuff that you have to like really constantly do. You can't just like say, I'm gonna start doing this, and then all of a sudden
It's a little hit and miss at this point. I'm just getting it back into my life, so it's kind of a little
nice.
sketchy.
But that's so awesome that you're doing that. So I'm an artist, but I also do painting, and I work in nature and things like that. And I also understand the therapeuticness of working with plants and things that they're like children that you have to take care of them, but then they give back. And this is something like what you're doing here, is really giving people back, their peace of mind. And so we were talking about, so do you have any cats or dogs?
I do. I have one of each.
What kind of dog you have?
He's a pound puppy.
Pound?
He's a 40-pound little hound dog. Just, he's
a mixture?
Yeah.
Was it got a round face like a
like
Labrador?
a bird dog, kind of the,
Okay.
hound dog. Hound dog, yeah.
Oh,
it's
so cute. Yeah. What's his name?
Marseille.
How you spell
Marseille.
M-A-R-S-E-I-L-L-E. Okay. And he's so cute. I can see already. Just that what you said. How is the hound dog and everything? Oh my God.
By the way, my daughter and I got the dog together, and we took a class at All Things Possible for us to, be trained to help train the dog and all that.
Are you serious?
And they did wonderful. While we're giving these,
Oh yeah,
they
definitely.
did a great job.
People
They're
who
really
do
wonderful.
Nice things in Charlottesville. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what's the name of your cat?
Gosh, I can't think of her name right now. She's very mean. Mia. Her name is Mia.
Okay, that's okay.
She swats at us. We feed her, and she goes back outside, and she'll swat at us when we walk up the house. Like claw us.
So
she's very mean.
You have a daughter? Yeah. Anybody else?
I have a 22-year-old son.
Okay.
21. Sorry.
Okay. So how old is your daughter?
15. Mm-hmm.
She have long hair or short hair?
Long. Reddish.
Oh.
She's wonderful.
Oh. Okay. How do you spell your first name?
Laura.
Laura. Alright, now we can start with the colors. What's your favorite color, do you think?
Green, probably.
Green. Alright. So now somebody comes, for instance, like how do people approach you? Like how do you know somebody needs service?
They call. And they say they're interested in getting an estimate, so we come out and look at the job and give them an estimate, and usually send them an email, and then we confirm dates and times and access and all of that, and
Huh. And so, like for instance, I kind of just curious. I'm sorry, but if when people are in need and they have, like, I watch that show sometimes, not really, but The Hoarders.
Oh, I love that show.
Or remember
We
those
don't
two
do those,
ladies?
though. We don't do them.
Remember the cleaning ladies from the UK? Did you ever see that one? So they're called the cleaning lady. That was the show. That's why they called them that. You know, they're not professional maintenance, They were the cleaning ladies. But they came into these people's homes that were really never clean. And they went in, they actually swabbed things, and then they cultured them and looked at. So then they came back with, like, okay, in your, you know, with the English accent.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you've got, you know, E. coli in your, and then they came in with their specific cleaners. Did you ever have to do that?
You know, we stay away from those kinds of situations. If there's not some kind of maintenance going on, there's a lot more going on than we're really qualified to handle.
Oh,
you know.
Okay. I mean that would, yeah, because
I did
necessitate.
two like clutter/hoardish jobs, and it really didn't go well. It went well until about a week later, and then it just was really, I mean, it really was distressing. So I learned.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Heard
because that's really a syndrome. You know, it's not something that people who are not, like, having a TV show can really solve. You know, it's like you have to, it's a process like a therapist and
You
stuff.
need a team of experts, you know, psychiatrists, a committee.
Right. But in any case, today's world, in order for moms and everybody to go to work and whatever, you know, a lot of people, for instance, are buying or selling homes. Do you get into that organizational projects? Like, you go into somebody's home and you actually have, like, hire out, like, a contractor to paint, and then you guys, like, clean, or ongoing cleaning for people who are selling their house and they don't live there anymore and stuff like that?
We do a fair number of move-out cleans from May to September. And we do some of those for property managers in town, which keep us pretty busy.
Oh, nice.
We do have a maintenance guy that works at the school that we clean, and he does just, you know, general putting boards up and hooks up and mailboxes up and
Really?
building boxes
Oh,
for trash.
neat. That's good to know.
Yeah,
my goodness.
Yeah, so we can do that kind of stuff.
So like us, we kind of like David Dillahunt and Chris we are kind of roaming. We're having a summer sale. That's how come we sort of popped in here and sort of exploited your niceness, and asking you to please donate to the free clinic. And you just said, yep, what? So, but we're having a summer sale, and so our approach is a lot different than we usually go. You know, we have like this whole preparedness. We make usually, we don't spook people and come into their businesses and say, you're going to be on TV. No, this was a summer sale, so we actually discounted our rate for the most part. You got to see it at the end. It's a surprise. It's kind of my format. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. It'll be
I
fun.
really knew you'd probably do that. But
You can't imagine that I can talk and paint at the same time, right? Well, I do, and it actually looks like you own everything. But the reason why I do that, because at the end, I kind of like present it to you, and then it's like this whole part of my format. So, but well, what I wanted to express with things that we learned, for instance, is what your process is too, with your experience. Like, you never know what people actually will, but how people and you, like, how each other will benefit until you work together to some degree. Mm-hmm. So do you have your customer base now that you say, like, every year, you know, like, this is your annual customers at this point? Or is it always new people, or?
we have a lot of people that get their house cleaned every week or every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks is the most common frequency. And we have the first customer is still with me. The first customer I ever had is still with me, and we get a lot of new customers. We keep a lot of the same. People leave us because they move or something. That's usually why they leave us.
Okay, so, and then the idea also for me is the cleaning stuff.
Cleaning stuff.
Well, I'm looking around here and I just see like the most amazing stuff that I didn't even know existed. So, I mean, there's a lot of colors, but there's also a lot of equipment that I don't have in my house. Do you find that the equipment is essential in doing things in expeditiously or something like
Well,
that?
it's really important to me that the employees have everything that they need for a job, and so we're really, focused on making sure that the supplies and equipment are, in good shape, and they have everything they need. And we use Mealy vacuum cleaners, which are great machines, so they have to be taken care of, but we help people take care of them.
Wow. So but then people know that they're getting, a quality cleaning because you're using great equipment. But what about all the fluids and stuff? Do you have like a janitorial somebody that you contact to get all the latest and the greatest? Like, how do you know about your chemicals and stuff?
Well, usually if somebody's trying to sell you something, they'll provide a sample, and so that's very helpful, and we use that. And we actually have just changed over to a new company that's supplying us with, eco-friendly, but still stuff that cleans well, cleans hard. And they sent us a bunch of samples, and we tried them. Everybody tried them and liked them, and
Yeah, because as far as a professional cleaning place is concerned, I guess just like every other profession, an accountant or a nurse, if you stay in touch with the latest equipment and the latest things, that you're more desirable than, I guess, somebody who doesn't have a clue.
of course.
Yeah.
But what makes us more desirable is we're really focused on customer service. And if somebody's not pleased with something, we will go back within 24 hours and straighten it out. We also have a system where we keep track of everybody's specific information, so that goes on the worksheet every day, so that if, the two common complaints is, one, they did a great job when they first started coming and then it just fell away. And also, I've made this request, and then they send somebody different, and they don't know what the request was. So that's why we have the information on paper, so that anybody who's doing the job will know what the customer has requested. So.
This is awesome. So I guess I'm about to wrap this up. I want to tell you that you are an unbelievable citizen of Charlottesville. Do you live here?
I do. I live in Belmont.
Oh my gosh. What do you think about the Belmont neighborhood?
Oh, Belmont's wonderful.
Yeah.
It really is.
Are you a collective, like your daughter is young enough to be part of like they had the big election last year, was it? Where they hired all these new people, and they hired all these new people for what's it called? Board. That's okay. Mm-hmm. The people who are
the citizens trying to
like
about the bridge
and a bridge and all that. Do you get involved with that?
I don't.
Oh
no.
The reason why I ask about that is because also being a nurse, it must be hard to stay out of the mix, so to speak, because you're so intelligent about people's needs and things that you probably, have like, do you get on any boards or anything? Do you have time, I don't. No? I
don't. I'm sole proprietor of a busy business and head of household with a busy teenager, so I'm pretty much occupied.
Are you a voter?
I am.
Oh, yay! Yeah, because this year they split the districts, so a lot of people don't know that. And like all of a sudden, because it'll be October, as your last chance to know if you're even a resident in the district anymore. They split it, and nobody even knows that in Charlottesville. So I'm one of these people that's going around. I'm going to be at the supermarket telling people, do you know that your district might not be your district? Because if we don't do that by October, the people who are usually going to their polling places, they're not even registered, and October's a deadline. What kind of rule is that? No.
Yeah.
They have a driver's license. They should be able to vote anywhere, but they made a rule. So it's people like yourself who have children and, dogs and cats and a nice house and things like that, who have to pay attention and also participate. And you being a participant in this effort for the free clinic, because the free clinic, as you said, it's the only thing that sustains healthy people. People who, if you're going to have workers go into people's homes, you don't want them to have pneumonia or whatever, but they should feel healthy, to be strong, to be able to work. So it's like a whole sustainability thing. The more us as citizens like yourself who start a business and then people are employed because of your genius, I think you're so wonderful. And so anyway, I want to present my rendition of Laura.
Hey. All right.
So
I
now,
like it.
I'm putting my tag on here, which is my name and my email and all that.
Okay.
And this is official, so that means when I croak, it's going to be worth a lot of money. I did about 3,000 of these. You are one of 3,000. And this is an 8x10.
All
You
right.
can just put it right in an 8x10 thing, but some people are actually using them, and they're scanning them in their computer and making them as T-shirts.
How about that?
yeah.
Well, there's an idea.
So I want to give you a hug first of all because you're so nice. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. It's
No,
just
no,
a nice
really.
surprise, really. You never know what's going to happen in a day, do you?
But you are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, sing. Yeah.
Sadie, the cleaning lady, with trusty scrubbing brush and pail of water, worked her fingers to the bone for the life she had at home, providing at the same time for her daughter. Ah, Sadie, the cleaning lady, her aching knees not getting any younger. Well, her red detergent hands have for years not held a man's, and time would find her heartaches bite off hunger. Scrub your floors, do your chores, dear old Sadie. Looks as though you'll always be a cleaning lady. Can't afford to get bored, dear old Sadie. Looks as though you'll always be a cleaning lady. Oh, Sadie, the cleaning lady. The female mind would find a way of trapping. Though as gentle as a lamb, Sam the elevator man, so she could spend the night by TV napping.
I thought you were anti-everything.
Not when I'm on my own time. So anyway, I think maybe if you would tell
Coming
me...
through, boys.
Easy, careful.
Sorry, I'm just getting rid of some of my hostility.
Hostilities against what?
Against certain evil forces, whoever she may be.
Now look, Miss Pritchett, I've got this beauty contest to
Yeah,
run.
well, that's what I came here to rap about, Mr. Alder. We would like to know, for instance, what type mouth do you dig most on a doll? Hey, old lady, why don't you take a detergent break? I'll bet you dig chicks with a wide, sexy, sensuous mouth like mine, huh?
That reminds me, I left the broom closet open.
Hey, old lady, you got one tooth missing. How would you like to try for 5?
Now, just a moment. Now, I don't know what's going on here, but I've got a beauty contest to run. Oh, I wonder if Bert Parks ever had days like this.
Hello, Krausmeyer. You're two-faced enough to be twins.
Lucy.
How about a flower child, Mr. Alder?
Hold it, Grandma. You came down here, too, remember? And you're pretty sneaky wearing all that makeup so you'd look younger and prettier. Where'd you ever dream up a goofy outfit like that?
From some goofy dame on TV.
Oh, scrub your floors, do your chores, dear old Sadie.